I would say if they were planning to ever end World of Warcraft for sure, for good, would be with the next expansion. That would be my guess. Is that's when you're going to end it. The thing of it is that when they announced the World Soul Saga, this story arc is supposed to set up World of Warcraft for the next 10 years. So that's 5 expansions, more or less 5-6 expansions, because they want to do an expansion about every year and a half to 2 years, if not sooner. So you're only looking at 5, maybe 6 more expansions. I don't know. I don't know. Too much money for them. End it willingly. Yeah, I'm not saying they would. WoW does make them a lot of money, and now that Xbox owns them, they're not going to allow them to end. But you're not going to keep players if your story isn't going to be driven in a direction that people are interested in. Because WoW's PvP, let's face it, sucks. All right, it has not changed in years. Probably never has since they started PvP. So it's not like the PvP is the big attraction for World of Warcraft, because it's not. It's the raids. That's where you see all the speed runs. That's where you see world first. That's your raids are your baby. But if there's no story behind the raids for the casual player to enjoy, then you're just gonna have the diehards that are only after world first. They don't care about the story. They don't care about anything else. They just want the title. Our guild got the world first of taking this raid out. That's all they care about, which is why I will never join one of those raiding guilds, because they are far too strict. Very, very strict. And I don't have the time to dedicate to it. Now, if I was full-time streamer, only played World of Warcraft, you know, and I had nice, rich, loving people in chat that would just throw money at me for showing off my guild and their prestige of raiding, then that would be different. But that's not the case. Nor even at that point, I don't think I'd want to, because it would ruin the game for me completely in that aspect. So that's my stance on it. But if they ever do plan to end World of Warcraft, I'm okay with it. I've moved on. I still come back for the story. I still got a little bit of more story to do for it, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it ending. I'm okay with it never coming back. You know, I've moved on, and I'm going back through the countless games that I missed during the 360 and the PlayStation 3, 4, 5, you know, the past 10-15 years that I've missed because I was hardcore into WoW. I'm okay with it, you know. And WoW's got to be careful, because they could end up just like Destiny. Now, Destiny had financial problems, but most of that was also due to the game was just lacking. So it wasn't keeping an interest. And when you don't keep an interest, the money doesn't come in. When the money doesn't come in, you go into panic mode. When you go into panic mode, you make mistakes that you shouldn't, and you ultimately end up killing your game by accident. You try to do the right thing. You try to do collateral control. You're you know, the people that bought you out are breathing down your necks and you're trying your best, but you panic. And as I have told my kids countless times, when you panic, you fail. You know, it's just like swimming. When you're in water and all of a sudden something doesn't go right and you panic, that's when you drown. And that's the end of it. Don't panic. Think straight. It's hard to do at times, I'm not gonna lie. It's hard to do. But once you lose control, that's the end of it. And that's what happened. And Sony decided to cut ties and tell them to take Destiny down because it's no longer their cash cow that they were wanting. I mean, Destiny did some devious, you know, Bungie did some devious things, but ultimately, that's what happened. Makes too much money. Yes. No, wait. Gears of War. What is this Gears of War now? 6, 7, 9? Because it's what is it? Gears of War E-Day, which looks really good. The need for World of Warcraft 2 though, they should do like Sun Exile did and have a graphic overhaul. I know they can't just go from Unreal Engine 4 to Unreal Engine 5. Right, so Blizzard could, if they wanted to, they could give us top-notch graphics. The thing is that's not Warcraft. Warcraft is their silly kind of colory art type look. Now they have upped the graphics. If you go back to original WoW to now, they have increased the graphics and the looks of their characters, smoothed some of the rough edges out. But the realistic art that a lot of people think that WoW should be at right now, they will never go to. If they do, then somebody up above made that call. So the way that their characters look, the way that they move, the way that they interact, that is Warcraft's charm, and that's the way they're going to keep it. It's a prequel, so don't kind of make line titles. The sixth one, otherwise they do have some others like tactic games and such. I thought it was a prequel when I originally saw it, you know, E-Day in its title. I didn't feel like that was like the end day, because when they showed the trailer with them not in their armor, it felt like, is this a prequel? Is this the showing of the event that happened to cause things the way it was? That makes sense. My premise was right. It was right. Should I do a water well? I feel like I need another tent though. No. Do a beehive. Oh, I never built the first one. Well, that's lame. If I had to guess right now, if Blizzard is working on anything, it's a secret hidden project of another StarCraft game. But the problem with StarCraft, okay, now I haven't played the second and third expansion, but the problem with StarCraft that I feel like they've been having, other than it's popular overseas, like very popular. So when you went from StarCraft 1 and then you had the expansion, and then you go to StarCraft 2 and their expansions, they never added in a fourth race. So you got the Protoss, the Terran, and the Zerg. Okay, which all three seem to be battling, but they never added a fourth race. You know, in the story is still the Zerg is the main enemy. The Protoss is still highly technological, and they still team up with the Terran, the humans, which are basically throwing everything they have at the enemy trying to survive. It's the same story over and over. There's nothing new. There's no great enemy that even the Zerg fear that would cause them to throw away their domination and, for some strange reason, with the help of Kerrigan, ally with both the Protoss and the Terran to take them out, like Warcraft 3 did when the undead sorry, I'm recalculating. Yeah, I believe the undead, the humans, the night elves, and the orcs all teamed up to take out the Legion. If there is a StarCraft 3, are we finally going to get to see that? Is that finally going to be a thing? Is that okay? Finally, StarCraft, because it almost follows the same formula as Warcraft did. Okay, so Warcraft was humans and orcs. Warcraft 2, humans and orcs. Still no third race. Warcraft 3, we get 2 new races. We get night elves and we get the undead. Are they secretly working on a StarCraft 3 that should have come out way before now? And they're going to introduce what has been lurking in the deep spaces of space. A lot of space there. And now the Terran, the Zerg, and the Protoss need to team up because this new race is about to dominate the galaxy. Just thinking. I'll say that my favorite MOBA other than Smite is Heroes of the Storm. I played a little bit of Heroes of the Storm, but not much. MOBA games, I played and dabbled in them with Warcraft 3 when people were making maps for them, but I could never get into League. And I never really got into HOTS because it was a lot like League. Dota's the same way. They don't keep my interest. They're boring to play for me. Mainly because there's no goal at the end. You know, when you play RPGs, you make yourself stronger, you're looting, you're exploring, and then by the end of it, you've either made yourself super powerful or not. Generally, I'm super powerful by that time and just smite through everything. But there's no carrot at the end of the stick. You take your hero, you level your hero, which, okay, you just kill things and you pick a skill, and then you just take out the enemy tower. Yeah, that's only good for about maybe an hour ish. The same reason why I never got into Overwatch and why I don't play Marvel Rivals. I played them because other people were playing them and I had somebody to play with, but they're not my cup of tea. It's just, they're not for me. Yeah, I think we need for StarCraft 3, if it ever comes out, we need a main villain and we need at least one. I will take one new playable race, just one. Honestly, staying fun with friends, otherwise, yeah, it's just, And even games like Diablo and Path of Exile, they don't keep my interest anymore. When I was younger, I played hours and hours of Diablo 2. I mean, countless hours of Diablo 2, running and farming and looking for the king set. That's when I was younger. Now it's like, okay, this was fun when I played the story mode, but this grind is not so much fun anymore. Now my brother, he can grind for hours, but my brother's problem when he plays games is he knows it. He absolutely knows it. He obsesses. Okay, so it's not like the only thing that we ever talk about is whatever he's currently playing. Like, he's like over obsessive. It's just when he's playing a game like Diablo, he'll get into it, he'll love it, he'll play it over and over and over and over, and then he burns himself out because that's his focus. So he'll go through spurts. So, you know, maybe this month is Diablo, and then he'll burn himself out. And by the time you get to, you know, like, all right, let's you know, okay, my bro's playing it, let's get into it and play it, he's burnt himself out, and I'm like still midway into it, and it's like, well, shit, now you quit playing it. And now, yeah, hyperfixation, that's the better word. That's a better word for it. And he does that with WoW. So I will quit WoW, okay, I'll put it off to the side, off the burner. You know, I did the story, I'm good with it, so I'm off playing my own things, and then he gets back into WoW and he's hyperfixating on it. He's grinding it out. I mean, grinding. He will make several ults just to max level them over and over and over again. And then it's like, okay, so my bro's playing that, I'm, you know, all right, let's get back into it. And then he stops playing. It's like, you motherfucker. You got me back into this shit and now you're quitting, asshole. My wife did the same thing to me. I tried to quit WoW like 3 times, permanently tried to quit 3 times. And the first time I tried to quit, my brother got back into it, so I got back into it because I was in a raiding guild. And back in Burning Crusade and Wrath of the Lich King, I played countless hours setting up for raids. So my brother got back into it, so I got back into it. Then he quit. Then as I was getting ready to quit again, my wife decides she wants to start playing WoW. So of course I gotta get back into it. It's like, oh god, fuck. So now I just come back for WoW for the story, do the story, and then I'm good. You know, I was gonna try and be a Warcraft streamer, but I've got countless games to play. I've got a backlog of over 500 games easily to play. I can't be hyperfixating on one game that may end all of a sudden and it ends your career. You know, Destiny players are going to be looking at that now. You know, they're sure the servers will still be up, but there's no new content. There's nothing for people to come back to and see something new of you diving into it. You've ended the content, and now their channels that were focused on Destiny are over. The communities that they built on that are over. I can't go through that. I can't build a community on something and then all of a sudden it just breaks down. You know, it's why I've told countless new streamers to not fixate on one game or one type of genre. I've seen too many streamers that pick a genre like horror or shooters, and then they get bored of it or they want to try something new, So they venture out to reset themselves, and they lose half of their community because they stopped doing that type of genre, and now they're starting over. It's a constant cycling over and over, and I'm just not the type that can sit down and I used to, not anymore, not that I've gotten older. I don't want to miss out on everything that I've already missed out on. There are countless new games coming out, and a lot of them are coming from indie developers, small group of people that absolutely love what they're doing, and it shows. But these big corporations, they think, oh, this is what gamers want, and it's not what we want. We want fun. We want a story. All these multiplayer games, yeah, they're nice, not what we're looking for. So, I mean, being a variety streamer is hard to grow. I'm not gonna lie about it. It's harder to grow, but in the long run, it's gonna be better. You'll always have something to go to. You'll never have to sit there and worry about, oh, is this game gonna end, and then I've got to rebuild a community on something that's like it that they'll actually want to see. Like, where do the Destiny people go to? Warframe? Marathon? What is it now? I mean, Destiny was in its own class, so where do your viewers go? What do you show your viewers from here? At least as a variety streamer, and you can focus on one aspect of it. You know, you can be a RPG variety streamer where you bounce around and do different RPGs different days. There's plenty of those out there, but I mean, ultimately, where does it go when you're just always playing Destiny, always playing Warframe, always playing a shooter of some sort? You know, how long can you keep that going is the other before you just drive yourself nuts. To reach their own. I mean, but I will take the slow, long grind, and I will play I will play what I want to play, and I will enjoy it. I'll enjoy every minute of it. The one thing we are going to start doing on this channel, though, so for those of you watching this via YouTube, as you listen to my rant for the past 30 minutes or so, is achievements. That is one thing that we need to start focusing on, because I love my achievements, and I love to achievement hunt, and I have a lot of games that do not have all the achievements done but have been beaten. Dear Keeper, warm greetings. I'm fine. Things certainly aren't the way they used to be, but I'm not complaining. I'm still in the training camp for beginners. It's not easy for me physically, but I can take it. I'm enclosing a ode with a letter. I expect it should serve your purpose nicely. Hope it does what you need. Sweet. I've got a quest for you in return, Keeper. I presently find myself in a rather difficult financial situation. Could I count on you for a little help? I'd like to buy something nice for Miss Charm when we get the chance to get to the market. Thank you for all that you've done for me. In return, your hug with friendly warmth back. Fuck yeah, I'll send you 8 gold, dude. Lately, my fixation has been playing the Dauntless Days mode for Total War. I don't know that game. Is that like Total? Okay, is that Total War, but just like instead of Total War 3, Total War 4 is Total War Atlantia? Words are hard. Fuck English. You know what I'm saying? I haven't played a Total War game in a long time. Long time. But anyway, YouTube, if you're catching this, the next series that we're probably going to be doing is Fable. You'll probably see that way before you see this episode. And then we will be taking a break, but there will be plenty of videos for you to watch due to it all. But after we finish the Fable 1, after we finish Fable 1, not the series, just Fable 1, we are going to be achievement hunting in Dark Souls 3. So, little plug here, which I really need to put that on my pages. You can always catch us live just about every day, somewhere between 9 and 11 ish. It's supposed to be 9 to 2:30. Supposed to be. But you can catch us live every single day over at Twitch. It's the same handle, twitch.tv/NerokGames, and you can come watch us do the Dark Souls 3 achievement run. There will be plenty of anger, frustration, and it will definitely be very mature in the language department. I keep it to a very minimum. Normally, not Dark Souls, it flies heavily. So I am at work today till 5. Yay. Haven't had a good Lord of the Rings RTS since Battle for Middle Earth 2 so many years ago. There was a Lord of the Rings RTS and I missed it? How? No, there was talks of getting me out early, but that's not going to happen. Never does. Never does. Come on, Bishop. Yeah. I know that feeling. Only my day shift doesn't want to work. Most of my night people do want to work unless they switch around and switch people, but I mean, they're very good at that. My night people, they don't tend to call in. They do pretty good unless it's all of a sudden an emergency, except for one that honestly I don't know how he even remembers to put his pants on every day. But most of them, unless it's an emergency all of a sudden, they're pretty good at covering themselves. So I may not always have the crew that I am assigned, but for the majority, unless there is a emergency with their family or something, they're pretty good at finding their own coverage. I do have to give them that much. It's annoying when people call in, but my night shift is pretty good at getting themselves covered, or swapping shifts. You didn't say I needed one of those. Oh, and I'm out of speed potions. Damn. Normal walking. Or is it? Oh shit. I need blood. Alright. Time to get the damn donkey back in business. Love you too, honey. Pardon me. Your Highness. Yes, Keeper. I was wondering, when was the last time the people really showed their gratitude towards you? To be honest, it doesn't happen as often as I'd like. Well, I suppose it happens once or twice a week. Why do you ask? I have here some words written just for you. May I read it to you? Oh, that sounds interesting. What could it be? Of course you may read it. Oh, blessed and mighty highness, higher none could ever be, overwhelming beauty and kindness. Everyone's impressed by thee. Wherever or wheresoever you step, the gloom seems to drift a world away. Whensoever you speak, your wisdom drips from every word you say. What beautiful words, keeper. Apparently you truly do see the real me, and that means that you're on the path of God. Sure. Although I didn't write it. Okay. You're right. I charged this shard. Nice. Let's go already. I can't wait for the first procedure. Well, are you ready? Yes, but I am a little nervous. Okay, let's start. How do you feel? Is everything all right? I think I'm fine. My head is spinning and I'm tingly all over. I need some rest. Garrett, do you remember what you promised to give me? Yes, I remember. Here, take it. Seems my map has changed. All right, souls. Extract souls from bodies. They won't waste away in the material world. Heal souls of the sin with the aid of the high quality organs. We already know this. Send the soul back home where it belongs and receive gratitude points. Use gratitude points to craft it for various zones, but don't forget to build soul receivers in these zones first. Build workbenches in souls rooms to increase gratitude capacity. Why do we need the receiver though? Oh, what's this? Same freaking map. Oh no, hold on. Wait. Hold on. Does that mean I can do things from here? Holy shit. It does. I could do work. Just opening my map. Huh. Well, that is interesting. Nothing new there, nothing new there. New there or there. Well, damn it. Visit him in a day. Okay. Well, we're gonna need no bodies anyway, so I think I was building more zombies. Ooh, extract that. +2 organ. I'll take the skin too. Why not? Take the body. Can I put 2 bodies in here and burn it? No. Burn, burn. All right, let's go harvest these carrots and let's get some more bodies going. I need blood. And probably gonna need them for Eric. Or Eric, however you want to pronounce it. Guess I could do another zombie though. And get a carrot building farm. Bye, Bishop. Oh, I'm out of muffins. All right. That's fine. I make more muffins. Yes, I can. Start building. Boom, 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 boom. I would like to see a Lord of the Rings RPG. That's what I'd like to see. I think that would be cool. Like an open world RPG. It doesn't even have to be, it'd be better if it was set in the world of Sauron, and then Sauron was your main enemy eventually. Do an MMO like that. So, pathways. Oh, I need wood, hinges, and nails. All right, let's work on the next one. I think there's a note from Europe. Greetings, Keeper. I'm feeling much better today. If you're looking for me, I'm visiting the most interesting place in the village. You'll find me there, Europe. Looks like someone decided to visit the tavern. Isn't it a bit early for him to be going out? Probably still dangerous. Aha, very interesting, Europe. You're making a lot of friends from the town, aren't you? Yes, he's a fine fellow. He found a lovely place for me right under the morgue. It's thanks to him that I live down there. I'm very happy for you, Mr. Yurt. It's also good to hear that the keeper cares for people other than himself. If you ever visit the village again, come visit us. These days, we're sorely lacking in a refined company like yours. Nope. Give me my money. Ooh, 1 gold. Nice. Right on time. Two came out back in 26. I still have not played that one. I don't know what you're doing here, but it was nice and quiet here before you arrived. Now with all the clanging and the noises and giggling, I was just peacefully sitting there drinking beer, and suddenly it's vanished. What do you want from me? Can't you see I'm half transparent? What's going on here, Gary? Ah, you're in on it too. Gary, oh, I know another way you can make some noise. You can break bottles full of beer. Let him soak up that lovely sound. Smiler, stop it. Gary, I was mean to tell you, most of the noise came from repairing all the mechanisms. I assure you there won't be any more noise like that. Do you promise? Cross my heart and hope to die. Okay, but if something happens, you owe me as much booze as I want. It's no longer available due to EA losing one of their license. The community has made it available through certain sites. Like most of our pirated games, because companies don't want to take care of them anymore. Ooh, that's a good brain. Let's see. These are bad organs. That's a bad organ. Honestly. Take the body and I'm gonna throw it on ice for now. No, ice set on ice. Do we have any good organs in here? Okay. it's gonna add 2 red skulls instead of taking them away. Brain goes in there. Oh, I forgot to take its soul out. Extract the soul. Heal the soul. Send the soul home. All right, let's see. I don't have as many shard souls as I thought I did. A little disappointing. I have a lot of mended hearts, that's for sure. Heal the brain. Brain. Is that a 3 brain? Yes. Ah. Body. Give it a good brain. Give it a good heart. Give us some good organs. Good. Now let's open up our map. Okay, so the pumpkins are 30, 15, and 15. You should make a pretty good zombie for my onions. Oh man, there we go. Perfect. Now I need wood, nails. Do that. Me this, that. Should be able to build another farm. Perfect. Perfect. Works like a charm. Let's see. Drop those off. Drop that off. Pick this back up. That works. That. Where was it? That off. Ash is in here. That in here? No. These are bad organs. Need more acceleration. And a new body appears in my mortuary. All right, I think we are ready to start looking for people with sins to charge other shards. What? Really? That's wonderful. I am one step closer to fulfilling my dream. So tell me, what do we have next? Well, the sins are wrath and gluttony. Oh, good. I need to check my notes. Yes, there's something here. Let's discuss it. Discuss wrath. I have an idea who might be the most wrathful person in the village. And it could be the Inquisitor. He has such a short temper. It's probably him. A short temper, you say? So listen, what does he hate most of all? Well, witches, the cult, and all sorts of stuff. He likes to burn everything in a giant fire. Witches, fire. At some hearings in the town, I overheard that witches sometimes collect the ashes of other witches for use of their own occult rituals or occult rites. You could check if that's true or not. I have an idea, but it might be a little much for you. Basically, we should find the ashes of a witch that this Inquisitioner burned and bring the ashes to the Inquisitioner. Doesn't sound like that should be any trouble. I know a witch who might have some. Oh, marvelous. Then go. Gluttony. That's when, usually it's when one person eats for two. Maybe I should go visit the merchant and try my luck. The merchant? You mean the one from the town in the yellow-orange clothes? Yes, that's him. Haha, yes, that is definitely our man. He's so obvious, but tricky too. It's obvious because he knows how to get to him, or we know how to get to food, but it's a challenge because he has such high standards. That's why we'll need an unusual approach. Perhaps you should focus not on food itself, but on something that can be served with food. What do you mean? Say, like a sauce served with a dish. Something that will slightly enhance the taste. I know one alchemy master. I'll talk to him about it. Good idea. I like it. Let's hope it works. Alright. So, which is our witch? 3, 4. Yeah, I was hoping for 7. Oh well. Alright, so off to the afterlife with you. Let me get the corpse and put it on ice. Actually, let me get blood and put it on ice. Seem to have some perfect ornaments. Nope, you just have a add-on. Wait. Bet that adds, doesn't it? Yep, sure did. Okay, so negative red equals add, plus red equals good. So how does a dark brain equal good? So this should take it down to 1, right? It did. Well, that's odd. Okay.